Well, never thought I'd say this. The Detroit Lions are playing for a chance at the Super Bowl. One more win, and we're in, baby. Let's do it. NFC Conference Championship underway at home against the Seattle Seahawks. Very tough team, by the way. Even though in week number 2, I think we blew them out. Had a lot of interceptions thrown from Geno Smith. But he ended the season, he ended the campaign on a pretty nice high note there. 3,900 yards, 12 picks. Again, a lot of those picks came in week number 2 in one single week against us. I think we got a pretty good handle on this offense. What do you think? 3rd and 10. We got pressure on Geno. Campbell just out of reach. Decent coverage. Not sure what's happening here. Jackson Smith and Jigba wants to get a little bit frisky with our cornerbacks. Meanwhile, on 3rd down and 11, good coverage. And Geno just throws it away. Emmanuel Mosley and Tracy Walker there with the coverage. And Seattle will punt the football away. So our defense got the job done on the first possession of the ball game. Jared Goff, we know that he's played very well. 39 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. He's played really good because he makes passes like this. And you know, in recent weeks in real life, I'm trying not to tie both of those things together in this, but I just want to commentate real quick. The Lions are only going to go as far as Jared Goff will take them. And especially in this game as well, we need him to make some good reads. Made one good read to St. Brown. Can't get it figured out here. Takes a sack. 4th down and 10. We'll kick a field goal up and good. We'll take that lead. Easy money. We'll take that 3-point lead. Meanwhile, on Ruzarike. Nice tackle there. Good pressure on Geno Smith. Busted right through that line. Making it 2nd down and 20. Not a lot of pressure here on Geno, but we do have DK Metcalf fighting for extra yardage. He'll get a good gain of 13 on the play. Nice 3rd and manageable situation now for the Seahawks. 3rd down and 7. Unbelievable pass made by Geno Smith. That looks like that's an easy touchdown for the Seahawks. And it is Jackson Smith and Jigba for the score. That sucks because it seems like they're going to keep working that hash mark on both sides of the field, left and right side of the midfield logo. He made another catch earlier in the game, if you guys remember that. They're right above Jack Campbell's reach. Meanwhile, St. Brown, nice grab there. We have to keep challenging these Seahawks defenders. St. Brown's got to start working a little bit more deep. We do have Jameson Williams available here, but that route just, nothing really was really else open, so we got to go for it here. Nice pass completed here to Sam Laporta. He fumbles the football, though, but J-Mo is there. Good headsy play by the youngster. So it pushes us here to the 4-yard line. 2nd down and goal. J-Mo, good blocking to the right. That's a touchdown, Lions. We get our first score of the game. Touchdown, that is. Back up on top here, 10-7. We'll take that. We'll take that. J-Mo, good read. I like how we're utilizing him, too, by the way. Got him on a couple deep shots. Got him getting going here on the screen plays. Just kind of how he's being utilized in Ben Johnson's offense here in the real world. So 1st down and 10. Pass completed here. Seahawks still moving the ball. We got about 1:10 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Now we jump ahead here to about 34 seconds. Smith dropping back. Big drop back here, but he's going to roll out and roll up the middle. Good for a big gain there. 2nd down and 3. They will huddle up back to the line of scrimmage. 4-yard line, got to come through here on defense. Hutchinson's got good pressure on him, but the pass will just be out of reach. Again, looking for Smith and Jigba. 3rd down and 3. 10 seconds left to go. Lions defense got to come through, but Noah Fant able to make the catch, able to hang on to it, even despite the big hit delivered by Cameron Sutton. Just too much of a bigger body, you know? Tight end against cornerback, you know who's going to win that battle, usually. Pass completed? No. Dropped. We're down by 4. That pass is dropped. Unfortunately, we have to punt the football away. And I don't like the way that this is headed here. We got to get a stop defensively. You can't let Seattle go up on you by 2 scores. I don't like that. So field goal is what I'm okay with here. No touchdowns, right? No touchdowns. What's going on? Tyler Lockett able to beat Emmanuel Mosley on the coverage. You know, safety's got to get back. That's a user error on my part. And that, unfortunately, is a 2-score lead now for Seattle. 21-10. Here goes Jared Goff trying to rush for this thing. only able to get a couple yards, but it's 4th down and 4 now, and we will attempt a long field goal attempt to try to get this thing back to a 1-score game, plus, of course, the 2-point conversion. So it is an 8-point game now, 21-13, and now we got an audible here. Uh-oh. Geno Smith under center. Little play action here. Smith, I don't think we're in the right coverage. Oh, good job defensively, guys. Good job defensively. They changed it up on us last second, but we were able to adapt a little bit. We got it done. So 3rd and 7 here. Pass completed to Jamo. Nice pitch and catch there for the Lions offense. Good job by the youngster Jamo. He's really kind of blossoming in this franchise series. Here's a pass going to be caught by St. Brown. What a catch. Good throw. Risky throw, but we got it done. 2nd and 10. Jahmyr Gibbs going to lose 2 yards. They were all over that. But I don't really like this situation now, guys. 3rd down and 12. 9 minutes, 30 seconds. Ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Got to find a play that makes sense for us. Looks like we're going to try to do the verticals here and try to get something towards this sideline. Maybe looking at Jones Jr., maybe Williams up the middle. We'll see who's open here. Here's a pass going to be almost picked off. Goff's got to get that ball just up a little higher, a little bit more loft on that football. But we'll settle for the long field goal. Riley Patterson bangs it through. So still a relatively close game here. 5 points, 21-16. And this pass thrown as a prayer to Smith and Jigba. He makes the grab. It's frustrating now, guys, because look at this. Man coverage again. Safety has no awareness there. We didn't cover that side of the field. And Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the game on a pretty similar route. Just run straight. Just run straight. That's all you got to do. Meanwhile, this is an interception. About 3 minutes left to go, guys. That's a touchdown. That's a pick 6 for Devin Bush, the Michigan linebacker, the Michigan product. And unfortunately for the Lions, I think that it's all said and done. The good thing, guys, even though 35-16 loss, you know, we're just trying to make something happen. So these 2 picks for Goff, you know, it's not really his fault. There's some bad reads, but they're not really his fault. Seahawks will advance to the Super Bowl, and the Lions got to wait till next year. That's unfortunate because we have a lot of contracts that are going to be expiring here soon. We got a lot of tough decisions to make. And, you know, we've got some money here to make some moves to actually improve on the team. So, got a lot of choices to make for this team, and we'll see what Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes decide to do. Of course, with Doug Gold at their side as an advisor, we'll see what happens. But the 2 turnovers doesn't help, but the game was well over even with those 2 turnovers by the time that they happened. We could not stop Geno Smith. 4 touchdowns, 62% completion percentage, had a bunch of yards as well. He had a good game. He had a very good game. He really cleaned it up. Got on a hot streak towards the latter half of the season, helping push the Seattle Seahawks into the playoffs and then eventually the Super Bowl here. So unfortunately for the Lions fans and unfortunately for us in this series, we can't celebrate today. But you know what? It was a successful season. Finally got a playoff win. Finally got the monkey off our back. And we ended up beating the Eagles, which is a huge victory. A huge bar test for us. That's a Super Bowl caliber roster. And, you know, they've got a lot of our players. DeAndre Swift, Darius Slay. They got some familiar names. At one point, they had Ndamukong Suh. I don't know if he was actually on the roster here in 2023 in Madden or not on the team that we beat, but the point remains. They like to pick on former players of the Detroit Lions. So it was a good win for us. 27-24, able to get that monkey off our back. And we're going to push forward. We're going to move forward. And we'll draft well. We'll sign free agents well. We'll make smart contract moves. And I'm looking forward to the offseason to make sure that this team gets a lot better. A couple of Pro Bowl selections. We had Jared Goff. We got Frank Ragnow, Sewell, Sam Laporta is tight end number 2 as a rookie. That's awesome to see. Plus, we also have Mosley and Sutton, both of our cornerbacks, cornerback 1 and 2, plus Kirby Joseph. We have a lot of representation here in the NFC. Plus, Riley Patterson is kicker number 1. They don't have kicker number 2s, but you guys get the point here. So, Super Bowl week will be simulated, and it is Seattle against Kansas City. And if you can't read that, I got you covered. Your eyes don't need to be checked. It is a 42-14 loss for the Seahawks. Absolute blowout. I'm glad that we actually didn't play in the Super Bowl, because I think that might have happened to us. The fact that Seattle destroyed us at home and then they got destroyed in the Super Bowl, yeah, I'm kind of glad it wasn't us. Give us another year and we'll be there and we'll be more competitive. But a couple names here like Andre Weaver and Kevin McGovern. I don't care about the fakies. We got Ron Rivera getting fired. You got LaFleur getting fired. You had Pete Carroll retiring and Sean Payton after one season getting fired by the Denver Broncos. By the way, Ben Johnson, you look a little different. That's okay. Eric Aguilar, you can play the part of Ben Johnson if you want. You can do whatever you want. Offense played good all year long. I thought that the offense was not a problem. Defensively, it was a problem in the postseason, specifically against the Seahawks. Now, we didn't fire our defensive coordinator, so I don't know where he went off to in the staff moves that we previewed with Sean Payton getting fired and Rivera getting fired and Carroll retiring. I didn't see him. So I wasn't sure exactly what happened, but that position's open, and we decided to hire this guy, Scott Anderson. He's our new defensive coordinator. So we got a ton of staff points to spend out here on our talent trees. Now, if you guys remember, for every victory, this was outlined in episode number 1. I've also got something to talk to you guys about renegotiations and free agency and how that's all going to work. But for every victory that we had, either simulated or played in gameplay, we get to spend talent tree upgrades on. 1 per coach. So that's how that's going to work. So we had 14 victories if you count the postseason. 14 victories. So we're going to spread that out across our offensive coordinator and our defensive coordinator. Of course, I'm not going to show you everything that I did here just because for the sake of time, you guys get it. So every win that we get to upgrade our coaching staff. Now for the free agents in the renegotiation process, Penei Sewell, we're just going to bring him back. We're going to exercise that 5th-year option, but the rule going forward for anybody that's not doing a 5th-year option, if you're a red interest player, I can only sign 3 of you. So that's through renegotiations. In free agency, we cannot sign any red interest free agents. It's only reserved, that rule is only reserved for the renegotiation players. So a guy like Antoine Green, a guy like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, those guys are red, and their contract is coming up to an end. So I got to figure out if I want to bring them back or not. Do I want to use them as one of our 3? I'm not counting Penei Sewell because even though he's red, we're exercising our 5th-year option. We have the right to do that, and we're going to bring him back. So he does not count as one of our 3. So in the next episode, guys, will be the full off season. We'll go through renegotiations. We'll go through the draft. We'll go through free agency. And we'll preview a little bit of preseason football, see how that we perform. Are there any position battles that need to be won or lost? Who's going to get cut? Any trades that the community and Discord could be voting on? Which, by the way, if you have not joined the Discord, I highly suggest that you do that because we do like to have those conversations, and it's just an easier way to get a hold of me. Of course, you can post comments inside of this video, and I can always comment back to you and have that discussion if you want to. But I'm anxious to hear what you guys think that this Lions team really needs to focus on in the offseason. Granted, I've already done the offseason, but I'm just curious what you think and see if I did the right thing. I've already moved through the draft and free agency and all that, but I'm still anxious to hear, and get some affirmation, some vindication that maybe what I did was right. And maybe I might see on the other side that maybe what I did was wrong for building this football team up. But guys, that's it. Leave a like if you like this thing. Unfortunate loss here for the Lions, but we're going to keep pushing forward. We're going to keep moving forward, and with the goal of winning a Super Bowl in mind. So guys, I'll see you in the next one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.